Good morning, dear students. In the last video, we have seen about the acids and bases, substances which are having hydrogen and when dissolved in water releases hydronium ion or hydrogen ion, H plus or H3O plus, are called Arrhenius acids, and those substances which are having hydroxide and when dissolved in water and releases OH minus hydroxide, and such substances are called Arrhenius bases. Now in this video we will see about classification of acids. Strong acids, weak acid, concentrated acid, dilute acids. These are the different classified form of the acids. Now let us see what are these classified forms are. Strong acids. Now the acids which are almost ionized. Ionized, it means which completely separates into cation and anion when dissolved in water. Acids which are almost ionized, that means most of the substances gets completely ionized, dissolved in the water, are called strong acids. Here are some examples: hydrochloric acid HCl, sulfuric acid H2SO4, HNO3 nitric acid, hypochloric acid HClO4. Why these are called strong acids? Because when these acids are dissolved in water, then the complete dissociation of H plus ion and Cl minus ion, 2H plus and SO4 minus, H plus NO3 minus, H plus and ClO4 minus. Completely the separation of cation, positive hydrogen ion, and anion is separated. That means they are ionized completely. So these solutions are strong acids. That means the amount of cation is higher than the amount of the anion. It means they have high concentration of hydrogen ion. Such acids are strong acids, and strong acids are not eatable. The solutions of strong acids in water are highly conducting. Conducting, it means when the reaction takes place with this type of acids, the rate of reaction increases faster, because as they are highly acidified, the substance will conduct the other substance very fast. That means they absorb the very other substance very easily in them and make the reaction faster. On the other hand, weak acids are there. Weak acids are partially ionized. It means they have hydrogen present in them, but all hydrogen will not be completely get ionized when dissolved in water. So it is called partially ionized, and such acids are weak acids. CH3COOH, that means acetic acid, H2CO3 carbonic acid, HCN cyanide acid, H2SO3 sulfonic acid, H2S sulfide gas, that is hydrogen sulfide acid. These all you can see here, they have got hydrogen in them, but these hydrogen will not completely dissociates into positive ion. Some amount of the hydrogen remains attached with the anions, as well as they will be freely releasing into the water, and that is why they are weak acids. Phosphoric acid H3PO4, H2C2O4 oxalic acid, these are moderately weak acids. That means these are still more weaker acids than compared to these all, right? And that is why acetic acid is used as in preparation of vinegar which we are eating. Oxalic acids are also used in making some vinegar solution, soya sauce, chili sauce like materials. So they are used as preservative which we are eating, right? The solutions of weak acids in water are poorly conducting. they will not easily conduct the substances to absorb in them, and so the reaction becomes not very faster but in a slower rate. The solutions of weak acids have low concentration of hydrogen ion comparative to strong acids. In strong acids, the concentration of the amount of hydrogen is more. Here, the amount of hydrogen is less. Now, the concentrated acids. A solution that contains more amount of acid than water is called concentrated acid. When doing experiment, concentrated acid is directly not used widely. Some of the experiments are only carried out by the concentrated acid. Otherwise, all the acids are used in the laboratory after diluting them. Diluting, that means addition of water is small. Concentrated, where the amount of water is less and the acid is more. If I want to explain this in the terms of amount, then if I want to prepare 100 ml of solution of acid, concentrated acid, then in that I will have to take 95 ml of acid, whether hydrochloric, sulfuric, nitric, right? Any of the acid, when I will take 95 ml and only 5 ml water I will add, then it will be sum up to 100 ml, but this acid solution is concentrated because the proportion of acid is more in it, right? And when we want to symbolize such acid, we are supposed to write CO and C dot, that is short form of concentrated. Whole spelling we are not writing, but this is the symbolization: concentrated HCl, concentrated H2SO4. And dilution takes place by adding more amount of the water and less amount of the acid, and such acids are called dilute acids. The solution that contains less amount of acid than water is called dilute acid. Diluted acids are symbolized as dilute acid, hydrochloric acid, dilute sulfuric acid, dilute carbonic acid, diluted nitric acid, whatsoever acid is taken. So, these are the 4 classified categories of acids: strong acids, weak acids, concentrated and dilute acids. Now, if we are asked to prepare a dilute solution of an acid from concentrated acid, how it is to be prepared? There also a method should be followed properly. Otherwise, the concentrated acid, as we know now, contains more amount of acid compared to the water. It may harm to our body, to our nearby surrounding. So what shall we do? The solution of concentrated sulfuric acid or solid sodium hydroxide, a base, are highly exothermic reaction. Now we know what is exothermic. Therm, heat, exo, releasing out. The reaction which release out high amount of heat is called highly exothermic reaction. And concentrated sulfuric acid, whatever the concentrated acid are, and a solid form of the hydroxides, they are always releasing high amount of heat when mixed with the water. So when water is added to concentrated acid, the heat liberated is so large that the solution starts almost boiling, and this may cause spurting. Spurting, that means splashing out. छम करके बाहर जो आता है, that is called spurting. It splashes out of hot acid solution and may harm the person or surrounding which is nearby that particular acid solution. Excessive local heating may even break the glass container, and if still more and more mixture of acid and water is taking place without utmost care, then excessive local heating may break the glass container. That is why concentrated acids and bases are diluted by slowly adding acid, concentrated acid or base into water with constant stirring. We must take care here that while making a diluted solution, concentrated acids or bases should be added drop wise into the water, but we should not add drop wise water into the acid. otherwise it will be spurting out and harm. See here I have shown the diagram. One is showing that this is the wrong method and this is the correct method. See here, this is the test tube in which water is taken. I have shown blue color so it will be easily identified. This is water, and slowly drop wise with the help of the test tube or with the help of the dropper, drop wise you will have to add concentrated acid into it with constant stirring. This is a glass rod stirrer. That means you have to keep constant stirring. So gradually, slowly the acid will get mixed into this water. This is 95 ml of water and only 5 ml of acid is to be added to make it diluted. This is the method to make dilution of the strong acids. But if already acid is present in the test tube like this, and now if you are adding drop wise water into it, what may takes place? As the acid is strong and as soon as the water starts falling in it, it will release its heat into a very larger amount and start spurting out. See here I have shown the radiation as coming out. That means liberation of the heat takes place. Now this, if a practical person is doing practical over here nearby, this may harm to the person or it may harm to the surrounding area. So this is how you have to take care for preparing the diluted acids from the concentrated acids, right? So what to do? Once again, add dropwise acid to the water with constant stirring and not dropwise water to the acids, right? So this is how to prepare a dilute solution of an acid from concentrated acid is taking place, and these are the classification of the acids, right? Now the reactions of acids with metal carbonates, base, right, and metal oxides we will see in the next video. By the time, thank you.